Hi, I'm Chumki Bose and I'm a senior psychologist at MindTribe. When we talk about mental health and when we try to understand how we are doing mentally or emotionally, we generally try to think in terms of disorders. We would look up certain patterns and check certain symptoms and feel like, okay, so we do not have these symptoms, so we do not have a disorder. We have these symptoms, and hence we do not have a disorder. While that is not what well being could be defined by you personally. Mental health is not just depression, anxiety, mood disorders. Mental well being or emotional well being is also the general state of your mood throughout the day or in different parts of the day. Your ambitions, your goals, your excitement about life, your relationships, your marriage, your children, and the way they are impacted is all it can all come under the ambit of trying to be mentally fit, emotionally fit, and mentally moving towards a better state of being. What gets impacted and how does this person experience mental health issues other than disorders? Somebody might feel I am not lovable. I do not have the worth to which we call as self-worth or self-esteem, which we because of which I should get a hike or I should be able to achieve the goal. Somebody experiences it in forms of nobody wants to talk to me, I cannot socialize, people would move away if I want to talk to them. Somebody would feel like everybody in the world is bad, all the relationships are not worthy of my time, everybody is here to look out to me, everybody is here to harm me. Somebody would feel like the matter that is in the successful person is not inside me and hence I'm not succeeding. Somebody would set goals and would not follow up on those goals. Somebody would eat a lot, somebody would eat too less, somebody would not be able to spend their time or day alone because they have to keep their mind compulsively engaged with Netflix, with YouTube, with friends, talking to somebody, sometimes alcohol, sometimes some other beverage, sometimes food. Mental health problems or a state of not being in, not the state of not being healthy emotionally could show up in you getting emotional at small things that your husband says, getting very angry at the people in the hotel when your food is served, getting angry at the traffic when somebody overtakes you, shouting at your children when you should not have. Mental health issues could show up in your feeling of guilt that you have inside when dealing with your children instead of love. Mental health issues could show up in a lot of morality or a sense of no morality at all. Mental health issues could show up in you wanting to just be with animals and not wanting to spend any time with human beings because you have lost all trust in human beings. Mental health issues could show up in your problems consistently with your colleagues. Mental health issues could show up in your thoughts relating to how your boss is always behaving in a bad way than your colleagues, and your colleagues taking the better slice of the cake always and you are unable to take. Mental health issues could show up in your feeling like an underdog all the time. Mental health issues could show up in you wanting to save everybody around you and trying to fix everybody else's life. Mental health issues could show up in you getting angry at somebody so much so that you lash out when they are late for even 2 minutes. Mental health issues could show up in your lack of adjustment with your family. Mental health issues could show up in your reduced sexual drive or your feeling of lack of intimacy. On this World Mental Health Day, take a pledge to check in to your emotions, which we generally are not used to doing, every day, 3 to 4 times in the day. Tell yourself, hey, hi, how are you feeling? What emotion are you experiencing at this point? In the afternoon, the same. In the night, if possible, jot it down and write it somewhere. If you consistently feel like you don't feel any good emotion, excitement, looking forward to life, or a consistent feeling of being so satisfied that you don't want to do anything ahead, or you don't want to set any goals ahead, you should speak to a mental health professional. Now, when we start talking about speaking to a mental health professional, the biggest hindrance that comes to us is that why not talk about these issues to your friend? Yeah. So the difference is that when you call up your friend and tell them that, hey, I can't stay without my boyfriend even for a single minute throughout the day, or I continuously have to keep watching Netflix to keep myself occupied, otherwise I feel very bored. Your friend might not understand the severity of the problem, and that this boredom, this continuous compulsion to be engaged or to be needing your boyfriend all the time is a symptom. Boyfriend or girlfriend is a symptom, or is a problem in your life that could be solved or should be solved, and give you advice that don't work. Sometimes they do work also if it is a problem and not a pattern, but most of the times it won't. Mental health professional will do a surgery of your mind, if I may say, and look into your life and all the aspects of your life and check as to what has caused the problem, or what is the problem in depth. Maybe there is a childhood issue, maybe there's an issue with your husband, maybe there is an issue in your personality. They will look at all the factors that could have caused these symptoms or these patterns. Let's call it patterns, because when you talk about symptoms, it is restricted to disorders. The mental health professional can scan your mind, in short, or your thoughts and your emotions by what you talk to them. And a lot of times when you talk to your friends, you start feeling like, okay, so your friend will say, hey, I also feel the same thing, I cannot stay without this, I cannot stay without that. And then your problem is normalized. While it is common that a lot of these issues that I've talked about is very common, but anything that is common does not has to be normal. So a lot of people are having a lot of issues with watching continuously Netflix or YouTube, or drinking or smoking weed. It is common, but it is not normal. It might not be normal, and hence it does not help talking to a friend. Look at your life. Scan through all the areas, the goals that you want to achieve, the goals that you could not achieve, the state of relationship with your children, the state of relationship with your parents, the state of relationship with your friends, the state of relationship within yourself, the kind of feelings that you get, the thoughts that you get about yourself, could be stopping you not only from having a full life, but also being successful, achieving the things that you want, and getting to a position where you at least for 2 to 3 days in your week can say that, hey, I'm feeling happy, excited, motivated, and I want to take this next step and do something more for me. That is also mental well-being and a part of mental health. Mental health is just not mental disorders. It is much broader. It is a sense of well-being that you feel at any particular point in your life. So seek help. Thank you.